What up, y'all? Welcome to the Couch Convos podcast. I'm Ahn-Jell, your lovely, gracious host. First of all, I'm a child of God, but don't play with me, okay? Romulus in Detroit raised me. Huntsville, Alabama adopted me. I'm actually a product of two teenage parents, and as you can imagine, I learned a lot watching them grow up. One of the key things I learned from my parents is that nobody's perfect, but being honest and transparent makes it a lot easier to overcome the BS in life. Now, it wouldn't be me if we didn't have a little fashion, a little entertainment industry sprinkled up in the mix as well, because you may know me from my wardrobe styling experience on American Idol, The Real, and many other TV shows. So a mixture of all of those things is what we're going to get into on this podcast. We're going to be having real talk about real situations with some real solutions. So let's get into this episode. What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Couch Convos. I'm your lovely, gracious host. So let's just get straight into it. Today, we got something serious to talk about, okay? And it's so serious that I pushed back the episode that was supposed to be for this week. I'm going to just push that back because we got to talk about this because it's been heavy on my heart. And it's funny because I'm always looking for motivation and inspiration on this particular subject. And it's like, I can never find what I'm looking for, or I find stuff, but it don't really speak to me and they not really speaking in my language. And I was just like praying about that. And the Lord was like, well, you just make it. Like you got to motivate yourself. So you just make it and maybe it'll bless somebody else. So that's what we doing today. We are going to be talking about working a 9-to-5 and being a creative. And this is something that I talk about a lot because obviously I'm a creative and I have a business, and I've had a business since I was 18. I'm 25 now. And so I've known that I wanted to have a business for a long time, basically. But I guess maybe it's because like I don't really have anybody that's like in my family or that's really close to me growing up that had a business and that did something creative and like did what they wanted to do. So I didn't really have a realistic picture of what that looked like. So I just thought, and you know, I'm a millennial. I grew up on social media. So I just thought that if I put myself out there, then I'd be successful. Like I kind of had a unrealistic expectation of what success really looks like. And it wasn't until recently that I have embraced this journey that I'm on with having a job and working my way up to the freedom that I want. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm always needing encouragement with that because, to be honest, like it's really, really, really hard for me to work a job. Like it's probably one of the hardest things I'm doing right now, and I'm getting through it, and it's getting easier because of my attitude and because of my perspective. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, like I done probably had at least 30 jobs, and I'm only 25, so I probably done had at least about 30 jobs, and every job I just quit because I don't want to work there. Like I don't want to ask for permission to go to the bathroom. I don't want to ask for permission to go eat my lunch. Like I'm hungry right now. Like why I can't eat right now? Like I have a hard time with people telling me what to do. It just don't really sit well with me. So I usually just end up quitting. And the last job, I had a job at a bank. I'm not going to tell y'all which one because I work at a bank now. So, you know, but I had a job at a bank previously to this one. And I quit because the job was stressing me out and I didn't want to do that anyways. I'm like, I don't want to have a career in banking. Like, I'm about to just quit. And like I told y'all in the last video, that was stupid because I quit prematurely without a plan, without like sufficient sales from the business to hold me over, you know what I mean? And it was just like not planned out. And it just it got very discouraging for me. It got discouraging because I'm just like, well, I don't want to work in corporate America. I don't see a career long term for myself in banking, but this is what I'm doing right now. And I just found myself being discouraged, and I felt like, okay, I'm glad I got an income, whatever, but this ain't really what I want to do. So my attitude towards it was just really bad. Like, I would go into work and be like, these folks can kiss my, I'm just being real. Like, that's how I talked, and that's how I felt, and that was my attitude towards it because I didn't really want to be there. You know what I mean? And I really, especially recently, because I moved to Texas and I kind of feel like I'm turning the page on a fresh start in my life. God really been dealing with me about hunkering down, and just specifically, he told me, you have to earn the freedom that you want. Like, I'm free. I believe that I'm free because I have Jesus in my heart, and I'm free in that way. But as far as like freedom with my time, financial freedom, like the type of freedom, y'all know what I'm talking about, the type of freedom that entrepreneurship and ownership and that whole wave, like the type of freedom that brings, God basically showed me, like, you got to earn that I'm not just going to give that to you, because that's a big responsibility. Like, it's freedom, but it's a lot of responsibility. And God basically just showed me, like, you have to earn that. There's no way you can't go work for this job and do what you're supposed to do and think I'm about to bless you over here running your own company with your own employees. Like, it's just not, it just clicked to me. And I know that might be common sense for a lot of people, but it just clicked to me that, like, I have to be the best employee that I could possibly be. Not because I'm kissing somebody's butt, because that's how I used to feel. Like, I ain't finna kiss these folks' butt. Like, what I look like finna go above and beyond for them? They don't care about me. Like, that's how I used to feel. You know what I'm saying? I used to feel like they don't care about me. I'm just a number to them. I'm easily replaceable to them, and we can have a conversation about the corporate shenanigans another day. I won't get too deep up into that, but that's how I felt. I seen so much working for so many different jobs that it just turned me off to the corporate world as a whole. Like, I just felt like you got to do too much to get to the point where you're making decent money. And then it's just, I'm just straight. So I got to the point where it just clicked for me. God was like, you have to earn this freedom. And he was just dealing with me. Like, and he was like, if you need an even better analogy, you need to go to that job like it's the boss mentality warehouse. Like, if you was to get up and go do what you really want to do every day, what would your attitude be like? How would you treat people? How would you talk to people? How would you, like, and that's what I've taken that on, right? And it's not perfect. I don't get it right every day. I'm not going to lie to y'all, because I'm not at the boss mentality warehouse. Like, I'm not there yet. So some days I do be like, oh, this is just really challenging. You know what I'm saying? And he even went as far as to say, like, you can act like you working for heaven and I'm your boss. And that, for me, I know it's kind of deep, but like, that for me it really resonated with me when I heard that in my spirit. Like, okay, promotion comes from God. He see me down here. Like, he knows my heart. So if my heart towards my job is pure and I want to be the best I can be because I know God is watching me and I want to pass this test and this level that I'm on right now, it's just a different attitude. You get what I'm saying? And it's funny because I got a tip from somebody at work. I'm not going to say who, but I got a really good tip from somebody when I first started work. And this person told me, don't let what anybody say or do or anything that's going on stop you from doing your job. And I'm like, it's my first or second day. Like, why are you telling me this? And I see why now, because it's all of these little different things that could make me have an attitude for real. And I have just found this peace in knowing that this is just a test right now. This is just a part of my journey. This is a part of my story. And I'm working unto the Lord. Like, God sees me. So as long as my heart stays pure and I keep doing what I'm supposed to do, as far as like, even if nobody's watching type of thing, then I know he gonna bless me and he's gonna give me the desires of my heart. Like, I have to have faith that he's gonna elevate me. Because when I first started, I was like really scared. And I was talking to my mom. I was just like, Mom, like, I'm just scared. Like, I don't want to end up like one of them people who be like, oh, well, I had a dream to do this and I have passion to do that. But, you know, one thing led to another and I got stuck here and I've been here for 12 years. Like, I just got so scared that I would be that person. And I never wanted to be that person because that's not what's in my heart to do. Like, I know what I want to do. And I understand that that's a blessing. And I know what I'm passionate about. I know what I'm gifted at. Like, when you know all of those things, it's just like you want to use it. You want to let it out. You want to do it. You don't want to go feel like you wasting it, you know. But my mom was just like, you got to use that as fuel, honey. Like, it just is what it is. Do what you got to do right now. Stack up your chips. Have a plan. And use it as fuel. So now I be at work like, you know what? I'm not even going to get mad at y'all. This is why I'm finna go home and I'm finna take my pictures and I'm finna film my videos. Like, I just when I get irritated or upset, I just think about, well, at least I got a few hours to go home and work on some stuff that makes me feel fulfilled. Like, I'm just going like, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't dismiss how I'm feeling because I always like to acknowledge the way I feel and deal with it accordingly. But I guess I'm not in bondage to how I feel about work. I hope that makes sense. Like, that don't take precedence over the gifts that God has given me, the purpose that I'm supposed to be doing this, because I'm filming this after work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't let what's going on or anything or anybody or whatever the case may be, I don't let that discourage me or deter me from using my gifts or doing what I love to do. It's almost like it's fuel. Like, okay, that's all right. Y'all want this and this to happen? Okay, well, I'm going to deal with it because I'm here and I have to. But when I go home, I'm doing me. Like, I'm getting on YouTube. I'm taking pictures. I'm editing videos. Like, I'm doing what I have to do with the time that I have. And that's another thing that I want to emphasize. It's just like, I may only have 4 hours in a day to do what I need to do for my brand and for my business. I don't care. And that's another thing God confirmed. Like, I'm going to reward your diligence. Period. Even if you only put in 1 hour a day, I'm going to reward that. So don't think that just because, you know, even if you get home and you got to cook dinner or do other stuff and you can only spend 30 minutes doing boss mentality, I'm still going to honor that 30 minutes because you still diligent with it. Even if it's 30 minutes a day, whatever. So that gave me a lot of peace in knowing that me just being consistent, even if it's not a lot of time, God is still going to reward that. So I be feeling good about that. And I will say, I think it was like my first week working at that job. I sat down and I typed out a plan. I'm not going to tell y'all the details of the plan now because some stuff you just got to keep to yourself. But I will say I have a plan. And if God want to change that plan, I'm totally down with that. But I'm not just aimlessly going in there like, well, I guess this is my life now. You know, I guess I just got to do this thing and just put what I'm doing on the back burner. Like, no, I won't be putting what I'm doing on the back burner. Like, that's not, That's not going to happen. I won't be doing that. I'm going to keep pressing on to where I know God is calling me to be. Like, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's like, it's just something in me that just won't let me let it go. Like, I just refuse to quit, and I'm not going to let nothing stop me. And that includes working a job. Like, it's just a part of my journey. You know what I mean? And I just want you guys to be encouraged to just type out a plan. Like, my plan is printed out. It's posted on my wall. My goals are printed out. They are posted on my wall. My affirmations are printed out, posted on my wall. Like, I look at that and I read that every single day. And I've been reading Think and Grow Rich. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that, but I've been reading that. And that's basically just been really helping me to get my mindset prepared for where I'm headed. So even though I'm here, I'm in this place, I'm in this job, I'm in this position right now, like, mentally, I'm preparing myself to be where I want to be. And it's really been helping me. So every day I sit, one of the exercises in the book is to sit and like visualize who you want to be for at least 30 minutes a day. Now, I don't do 30 minutes. I might do like 10 or 15, to be honest with y'all. But I do sit and I read them goals, and I look at my affirmations and I read those, and I look at my plan, and I just sit, I think. I sit and I think, and I take some notes, I journal, and I just speak life over myself. Like, I don't speak negatively about myself or my situation. I try not to complain, about my job at all, because it is a means to an end, and it is going to help me get to where I'm going. So I just practice gratitude when it comes to my job. Like, I wake up and I be like, thank you, Lord, for my job, because without this job, I can't do my business. I got to have money to invest. So I just try to practice gratitude. I stay tapped in with my plan and my goals, and I make sure every single day that I'm working towards my goals, and I'm working towards that plan every single day. Even if it's just 20, 30 minutes that I could contribute to it, I'm working towards it every single day, except for Sunday. That's when I rest. So I don't know who this is for. I hope this encourages somebody, because I know I be needing the encouragement, and I have to encourage myself, because who else gonna do it? I mean, it's people that encourage me, don't get me wrong, for sure. But it's like on a day-to-day basis, I have to have those reminders to let me know, like, keep going. And that's all I keep hearing in my spirit and just feeling, just keep going. Keep going. No matter what it look like, no matter what they say, no matter what's going on, like, keep going. And just enjoy the journey. Don't be in such a rush. And this is what I have to tell myself. Don't be in such a rush to be able to quit this job and go do what you really want to do, that you're not enjoying this moment. Like, I still have a job. I just got a car, because the video from yesterday, I was on a train. So this job is allowing me to make the moves and do the things that I need to do so that I can become a better business owner and I can grow the business. So I know this was kind of a lot and it got kind of deep, but I just wanted to offer this up as encouragement, because I be needing it. So hopefully, I know somebody else need it. And don't give up. If you got a dream or a goal or a vision for your life, or you passionate about something, but you working a job or you doing something else, like, even if you can give it 10 to 20 minutes a day to dedicate towards that, whether it's reading a book, educating yourself on the industry you want to go into, whatever, just know that God see you and he rewards your discipline, your diligence. So yes, hopefully this has been helpful. That's it for this episode, you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, Couch Convos is now available on Spotify, okay? Google Podcasts, some other ones. I'll link everything below. I'll put the information, But if you can't watch the video and you just want to hear the audio, you're more than welcome to do that now because it's available. And I thank y'all so much for watching these episodes and supporting me. And hopefully I can offer something back to you guys. So thank y'all so much. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.